Alrighty then. Well, this is in reply to Mr. Pestlemans Celt challenge. I got a few, and then I got a couple more that I want you to take a look at. Give me your opinion on them. But I'll just go through some of these broken ones I got here. This is a slate preform or broken Celt. Looks like, well, with all the freezing and thawing around here, it really takes its toll on slate. So this thing's pretty rough. If I don't break my table. Let's do this one. Nice little pole end off of one. Nice hard stone. I'd have loved to seen that one. I like the shape of that one. And I like the shape of this one. I was told this was a Celt. I always thought that it might have been broken banner, something like that. I think you might even be able to see the marks from where they were grinding it down. That's pretty cool. Nice little speckled granite one. It's hard to see the polish on this, but I tell you what, that bit on that thing is just as sharp as can be, and slick as a baby's butt. But of course, it's a broke one. Then the last broke one I've got here. You can really see the polish on this one. That last one and this one come out of the same field on the same day. This is a greenstone Celt here. But man, I tell you what, them things are almost sharp enough to shave with. Then we got this one here. I know it was on one of my previous videos from off the Ohio River. You can see where they were working it down the edges. Had the pole done and the bit done, and maybe they just decided that that was enough, because there's pretty much polish right there on that end of it, on the bit. Here's a nice little speckled granite. Got a little bit of bit damage, but this is a Hopewell Celt. I believe that last one might have been Hopewell also. I'm not real sure now. Maybe not. It's not square enough on the end. Could be. It's hard to call on that one. But so, Hopewell Celts have the square pole on them, and they're normally flat on the sides. But that one's not in too bad a shape. Here's another one out of southeastern Indiana. Got just a little bit of damage on it, but this whole thing has got a lot of polish on it. They've done a lot of work on this one. That's also greenstone there. And of course some plow scars. I was looking to see if you could see the scraping on it. Then, let me go with this little crude one here. We find a lot of these down here in southwestern corner of Ohio. This one here is pretty crude, and Paleo Man, I believe some of the material that I sent you is made out of this stuff. Sorry, bud. But it's some type of chert. This one here, I know somebody give me this, but I don't know if it's from around here or if it was somewhere else. But this thing here is more or less pretty daggone crude. I mean a whole lot more than less. Here's a couple of local ones. This one come out of a creek that I hunt quite a few times through the year. You can see the polish on that end. It's pretty well used, but it's still not in bad shape. Here's another one that come out of the field right next to the creek. I don't think this has got much polish on it. It's just a type of flint that was used. You can see that red stripe going through it. It's kind of there's a purple stripe and a red one going through there. We see a lot of that material down this way, but it's usually in real small nodules. This one here is probably only 3 inches long, something like that. But I guess we'll go to pole celts. Here's a pole celt. It come out of Butler County, Ohio, which is just a bit above Hamilton County, where I live. Here's another one I believe was a multi-tool, flat on that one side. Maybe it's a ferrofacet celt. No, it's only got one flat side. But been beat on that end there. Beat on a little bit there. If this daggone thing will stay focused, if I can quit shaking. But that in there is probably 7 inches, something like that. Then we got this in here. This sucker's polished everywhere on it. And I've never had the material checked out. I always thought it was slate. But as heavy as this thing is, I believe this is hematite. Let me see if I can get a good still close up over here somewhere. There we go. If it looks like hematite, you tell me. The daggone thing's kind of heavy. It probably weighs 5 or 6 pounds. And if I can get it out there far enough, I think it measures in at about 12 3/4, something like that. Then, well, I didn't show this. This is a broke, but it's also a Hopewell Celt. At least that's everything that I've heard about it. And I don't know. Now this come out of Greenville, Tennessee. A buddy of mine gave me some pieces, and this was one of them. And it's polished. I've got a broken axe. It's the same doggone way. So they must have really got some use out of their tools. Now this one here was found on a field. I find a lot of early to mid archaic stuff out of it, but it's crazy. I mean, it's got rounded end. You can see some pecking in that on it in a few places, but this is slicker than I'll be darned. And then I think that's where it scraped on something metal there, because that wasn't on there before. So tell me what you think about that one. Then I got this one. This also come out of Greenville, Tennessee. And we seem to think this may be a Celt preform. But I was also told it could be a hoe also. And this is slate. About 7-8 inches long. I'll wait on that for a second, because I got another one that looks darn near like the last one. And this come out of right here in Hamilton County. You can see the pecking around on the end of it. All the way up the side of it. This end here is pretty ground. And this side here don't have much pecking. It's pretty ground on this side here, and on the bottom, and on the top. But profile of this thing is, if I can find it, looks like it might be getting a little bit of a bit to it. But that's about it. All except for this little dude here. Black granite, highly polished, but it's not a Celt. It's a chisel. You can see a little bit of battering down on this end, not a whole lot, but they done broke the doggone bit off of it. Yeah, and this did not come from around here. It come from Seneca County. Alrighty, well, that's all I've got in the way of Celts. And the thing y'all been looking at all the while is that light. And no mean old cat under the table aggravating me. But thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll get out here soon and get something else up. Oop, I forgot this one. Don't ask me. Somebody take a wild stab at it. It could just be a rock, but it was found in the field. Double bit? I don't know. Bannerstone preform? Who knows? Alright. Thanks for watching. Happy hunting to you.